Coach, if you want to just go ahead and give us your thoughts on this game today.
Happy to get a win. Definitely a tough opponent in Dixie, but we had a great showing on the mound from McKenzie Surface, and kept putting the ball in play, and scored a run there early, and got another one off of off an air. So definitely good to get that win.
Yeah, it was a tough game for you guys. Your other games you played in this tournament were run over. This one, very tight game, tightly contested, came down to the last inning. You had read the whole lot. Let's talk a little bit about your strategy for that.
We were just trying to put the ball in play. They had a great pitcher working on the mound, so she was moving the ball a lot, and we just putting the bat on the ball was the main focus, and trying to use the middle of the field, and it ended up working out for us.
So Kellie, how hard was it trying to get the line drives you guys have hit all year? It seemed like a lot of pop flies tonight.
Yeah, we were really trying to talk to each other, make adjustments, because we realized some of us weren't having success our first round, going through the lineup, and a lot of that communication helped. And I think moving up or back in the box, she had a pretty good rice ball, obviously, but just learning to lay off the ones that aren't close and being able just to fight until you get the pitch you want is really what we were trying to focus on.
Yeah, I mean, everybody was, lay off the rice ball, and it's hard.
Yeah.
And it's because it's coming here, and then all of a sudden it's up and away. But the adjustments you made, you were able to kind of finally get some line drive.
Right, and I think we were trying to be, as aggressive as we could, because to get our best pitch in the count, she would throw, try and get ahead. All good pitchers do. So I think we started to get a little more aggressive, and I think that also helped later in the game.
McKenzie, you guys were able to get a run early. You think maybe this is, the start of something, another strong one, and then you notice that the runs aren't coming. Through your mind, did you think that you eventually get that help and you were gonna be okay later on in the game?
Yeah, I'm definitely used to getting our offense hitting, run rolling and things like that. But when it doesn't happen, I know I got there back on the mound, and if it happens for them, it's awesome. We've been obviously very fortunate and lucky getting that, but they did a great adjustment, just moving the ball, making things happen. They might not have been the prettiest, but in the end, we got the W, so that's all that matters.
In a pretty fun environment, senior year, this game really narrow till the end. Did you feel that excitement while you play softball?
Yeah, I mean, at this point, it's just kind of leave it all out on the field. We're doing it for each other. So yeah, it's something I don't like to think about. So we're just playing as much as we can.
So at one point, you had 12 retired in a row. You were really in a nice rhythm. Yeah, then they got to run, but we got to run. Let's just kind of get it going again. But what was working on that one streak through the middle innings?
I did not realize that. So Kayla was doing a really good job of telling me, kind of where they were at. We were making adjustments based on where they had played or where they had hit, where we knew their swings were weakest, where we were trying to go in. So it was definitely just the adjustments that we had made. Kayla talking to me, talking to Coach Lovato, that really helped, and just myself knowing that I had to execute them well. That was kind of our game plan.
Coach, what does it say about the character of your team and how focused they were late in the game to, kind of still maintain, all the things, the game plan, and making sure that they were, looking for those line drive hits and just kind of staying focused late on in this game, in a close game?
What I felt in the dugout was when that first run came, we were confident. We didn't settle. I don't think we said. I mean, the scoreboard kind of looks like we said, but we didn't. We were still going up there. We were still fighting. Ken's was still out there making good pitches. We were still putting bats on the ball offensively, and it never felt like we were content with the lead or just the one run that we had. So for the girls to be able to stay focused and stay locked in, and that's what it's going to take down the stretch, and that's what it's going to take to beat teams that are, good pitching, good hitting type teams like that, and those are the types of teams we're going to be facing, in the near future. So it was a true testament to the grit and the focus and the energy that we brought today. So.
Kellie scored the second run, winning run But, I mean, scores on an error, you never slowed down, the aggressiveness. Coach K just says, go and.
Right, right. And he looked at me right before that too and was like, "You're scoring," and honestly, I was just running. I wasn't going to stop either way, but that was really fortunate that happened to happen, and I don't know, I tried to kind of run, it was right where I was at, so I think it kind of helped, but I don't know. I was just running.
I mean, you hesitated just enough, and I think maybe you did kind of change
Right.
her sideline a little
Right.
bit, just enough to kind of let it go through.
Yeah, I think so, maybe. I don't know.
I think so.
Yeah.
too.
Yeah, we'll go with it.
I concur.
Erik, I mean, I know you're always aggressive on the bases, but today, I mean, you knew every run you can get in this game was going to be huge. Was it maybe try to force the action just a little bit more, or?
Yeah, on a play like that, with the shortstop, ball going off the heel of her glove, it's tough for I know it's tough for a defender to kick a ball like that, go get it, pick it up, make a perfect throw to home, especially with a runner with speed who's got a good jump on the ball. Speed, right? You have speed. Okay.
Speed kills.
Okay. We'll say Kelly has speed. But she's turning and going, and that's a tough play to make as a defender. So I told Kelly before that I was going to score. I obviously didn't know that they were going to make that particular play, but it was just no doubt the whole way that she was going to go home right then and there. So.
McKenzie, I know you said you didn't know you had 12 in a row, but you also got your 100th strikeout this season. So that's
Oh.
Woo!
a year.
I did not know that. Aw,
Congrats.
woo-hoo, cool.
So, I mean, just the fact that, you've been so consistent, even, with what you've gone through. But, it's been,
been a year.
100 strikeouts is something rare, and you do it every year. Might as well.
I mean, yeah, at this point, let's go for it. Yeah, it's just executing pitches, making sure it's moving, not trying to just blow up by them, knowing that good hitters are going to make adjustments, and you just have to continue with that, learn the umpire strike zone, and not get flustered.
The last strikeout in the seventh, and you blew one by her. Was it just, hey, they got a pinch hitter up, I've got to get this strikeout here?
I mean, it's never got to get a strikeout. It's, I'm, like I said, executing my pitches. I just want them to swing if they make contact. Hopefully it's a good enough pitch that it's not solid contact and I let my defense work for me. But another thing that we always kind of say, and again, Kayla's really good at doing that, we always say the pressure's on them. It's not on me, and that just is kind of relief. It's just that deep breath that you're like, yeah, you're right. They have to score, 2 runs potentially, but they need to do that. And so I'm just going to throw, and they can make the adjustments to that.
So what did you throw? Remember? The seventh?
Screwball.
Well,
And I've been trying to get more of a little bit of her eyes because she was just kind of hacking, and she was a pinch hitter. Those are my favorites because they haven't seen me all game, so they don't know what I'm throwing.
Yeah. It looked like a screwball, but I wasn't sure, but it was something pretty good.
Cool. Thanks.
I'm good. I'm good.
Thanks, guys.
Thank you.
So much.
Thanks.
Better known you don't have to win 3 tomorrow, right?
That is a very positive
Is there?
This one will be Crawford and Gonzalez.
Okay. At least we had a Dougie, 3 for 4. Just needs a triple for the cycle.
Patty. We'll see you later. Have a good weekend.
Weekend? What's a weekend?
Right.
You have a good weekend because you get those off.
Yeah, it's pretty nice. Paulina will be here.
Okay. Never understood some of the guys in this town who get play golf. Right? Sports guys. Really?
Yeah.
They never see basic football. They're always up. Right, they're anchors. And weekend people do it.
Wow.
They always just like, why don't you, there was one point where KKCO would go, they'd have their main anchors during the NFL season because they followed the NFL game on, what was it, Monday night maybe? They'd have them working and it was a different schedule and they hated it. So they went back to Monday through Fridays. Just, wow. I would kill to work Monday through Friday, just like for 2 weeks a year.
Yeah, I agree on that. Yeah, I knew how that was.
Okay, you said Gonzalez and who?
Crawford.
Crawford? Okay. And Hazel was good.
Yeah, she was. I had asked for her to come, but Coach
Yeah.
said, she's not a talker.
Well, if her personality is like the way she pitches, she's very methodical, very quiet, very.
Should be on the way to almost heat.
I hope so, because gotta get some stuff done.
You're off my phone. I had to turn off the Xbox. But my phone, I'm able to message because I'm on the same Wi-Fi. So. Nope, you don't have to worry about your sock.
Awesome.
Table in the bug.
Yep. We'll have a coach sit in the middle and. All right, Coach, we have the microphone and just give us your thoughts on the tournament, the game itself.
Pretty evenly matched, obviously. Both teams 4 hits, 2 runs, 1 run. We're a bad hop away from still playing, but we knew it was going to be a close game. Mesa's good. They're their lineup is pretty good. And you had two really, really good pitchers, throwing. So you kind of figured it was probably going to be a low-scoring game, just because both of them don't give up very much. So kind of stayed true to form. We just didn't execute a couple of times where we had some opportunities that we probably should have.
A couple of those plays, like you talked about, just that, like you said, bat off here and there, and the aggressiveness of base running kind of hurt a little bit there. Where you guys talk a little bit about your thoughts of the plan, strategy, that kind of stuff.
No, we just talk about, we got to have good at bats. We try to get leadoff hitters on, be able to move people around. And we did it okay, but against a good team, you've got to be, you've got to really, really succeed in tough situations. And we weren't able to, runner third, less than 2 outs, twice, and weren't able to score those. And those are the ones, you're not going to get very many opportunities like that. And, we didn't cash those in.
And then just you got the run on there. It was very close to the very end. What will you take from this game going into tomorrow's game? You guys big game tomorrow.
Yeah, and everybody knows everybody really well right now. We've played each other how many times? You've watched each other play how many times? You've watched each other on video how many times? So there's no surprises. There's no secrets. It just comes down to, your best pitch against their best hitter or whatever, and who executes.
And we had some good players there, Crawford. We had you in there, and then looking here at the box score, really came up 1 for 3. Maybe your run there, your play there, I should say, really helped defensively. Talk a little bit about that.
Jessica Gonzalez, she'll talk. 1 for 3, RBI, walk, and big time hit there in the 6th inning.
I mean, I just did what I could. I had runners in scoring position.